Guys, this is the first time I'm ever filming not a shredding. I'm gonna be doing a 12-week strength gaining. A little bit about traveling. We all know I'm injured, chest, lower back, so I don't really want to put my body through an extreme caloric deficit. So I'm gonna be following the big program. It's my max out week. So everyone who does the big program isn't necessarily getting bigger. I'm actually just gonna be looking to maintain my weight. I'm gonna try to change up my body composition a little bit, trying to add a little bit of muscle, decrease fat, and doing that because I haven't really been working out as much as I should have because of these injuries. I've been kind of laying low, which I actually had needed. Today I have a physical therapist appointment. I have a doctor's appointment, making sure all my hormones are checked. I try to stay on top of that as well, cortisol levels and everything else. And I'm also starting the program today. So it's a max out day. I'll be maxing out on my bench press. What I'm gonna do is a 3-rep max, and then from there, calculate what my 1-rep max is. We do this with everyone who signs up for the big program or for the lean program, because we want to have that starting base. And then everything we do is worked off of those numbers. So right now, I'm actually gonna be going out and buying a little black notebook. You guys have seen that before. We're getting back to like the good old days. Little black notebook. Gonna be keeping track of my weights, how I'm feeling each day, my calories. So for me, my caloric, and you guys can find out what your calories should be online using calculators. It's really trial and error. I'm gonna start off with 320 to 330 grams carbs. I'm gonna start off with 220 to 230 grams protein, and then I'm gonna start off with 100 grams fat. I'm hoping this will be a caloric maintenance. So I'm expenditure and what I take in, hopefully it's level. Hopefully I don't gain any weight or lose any weight on this. We're actually gonna go weigh myself here in a minute on a real deal scale. I had a scale at home, I just don't like it. So we're gonna weigh myself on a scale here. It's in the morning, and then I'm gonna warm up and I'm gonna get after these 1-rep max numbers. I think it's bench, might be behind the neck press, and then max strict pull-ups today. These are gonna be the numbers I'm basing it off of. And the reason why you have to do it like this is you need, if you don't know where you're starting, it's so easy to start a program and feel like you're not progressing. It's so easy to start something and feel like you're spinning your wheels, when actually you are making progress. And I will say this, most programs out there just throw out random things. You know, we're gonna do 4 sets of 10 on bench press each week till failure. That's not what we're about. We do the strength phase, we have hypertrophy at the end of each workout, and really what we're trying to do is get you stronger and then get you bigger. Lean muscle building, that's what this is all about. So many people ask, I wanna gain weight and lose body fat. Gain muscle and lose body fat. That's what I'm gonna be trying to do the next 12 weeks. And hopefully, if I'm changing up my diet, sticking to my macros, getting good training sessions in, getting my sleep, getting in my cardio, because I'm also gonna be training for a triathlon. I'm gonna need all of those things or else I'm going to continue to get injured. The stretching, the mobility work, all of it's gonna come important. I'm gonna be showing you guys, we're gonna be doing 4 videos a week. And you know what? I'm just gonna bring you guys along for all of it. Check-ins, weigh-ins, very transparent with you guys. I am going to be sipping on my Speed Stack. I haven't had a Speed Stack in probably like 5 years. But I'm gonna go out and buy my little black notebook. Today is day 1. You guys can do this with me. Max out on these same lifts. Good job. Good job. 215. 215. And again, I don't look terrible, but I feel soft because I have not been training. I'm actually starting a week earlier than everyone. Chest stretch, alternating med ball push-ups, and Cuban presses. That's what we're rolling with today. Again, I'm gonna be keeping my little notes in my black book on how I'm feeling that day, how I ate, how I slept, and then my weight, my calories, and that way I can just kind of check back. But everything in here has our numbers that we can actually, we just put in the weight. But everything else behind the neck press, and I think the max strict pull-ups, I'm just gonna get after it. So I'm loading up on some caffeine today. So it's crazy to think, I bench pressed in high school on the wall. I think it's 380, or it was on the wall. They took it down. New coach came in. Yeah, I've had a pec injury, but this is probably the least amount I've been able to max since like my sophomore year in high school. That's stupid. That's crazy. Like, we got 12 weeks to get into the best shape of my life. And I'm not talking stage shape. I'm not talking like looking like an athlete. I'm talking about real deal. My goal is to be 7% body fat, 7 to 8% body fat, we'll say, and strong. My goal is to hit 400 on the bench, 12 weeks. And all these other lifts, we'll kind of get an idea for. Better running, better swimming, better performance all around, and then just looking like an athlete. I don't care to be 4% body fat. That's not really, it's a great goal to have, but really it doesn't like mean. I'd rather get back to performance goals for the first time in a long time. I'm actually getting chilled. I'm excited about it. You want to keep a wide base. We're gonna be pushing through my heels on this. I'll be trying to rock and roll. One, two, three. Freaking failed at 365. That's embarrassing. But we're keeping this on here because I want to be about improvement and show people that I just want to be transparent with people. That's not that great. And there's going to be YouTube hate. And guess what? Bring it on. Because it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. I'm alright.
Boy.
Got a little extra in there.
What does that put me at? 355? 315? 335? Wait, hold up. 315 and 40. Oh, sorry, that is 365. Right? 50? No, it's not. 355. 355. Damn. Damn, it's been a while. All right, next we got max strict pull-ups. So that's really easy. You just go up to a pull-up bar, all the way down each rep, all the way up, as many as you can. Pull-ups, not chin-ups. All the way down, all the way up. Oh. 19 reps. My max ever on that is 42. They might not have been as strict as that. That's a good thing, good place to start off from. So humbling. Today, this video title should be Humbled with a capital H. So next up, we're gonna be maxing on behind the neck press. And I know as soon as that came out of my mouth, everyone was like, shoulder impingements. Guys, behind the neck press is not going to create a shoulder impingement. If you already have pre-existing conditions, yes, behind the neck press is something you're gonna wanna stay away from. But why do you have those conditions? Either you have a hunched over back, meaning you don't have balance between your chest and back, you don't do enough back exercises, or you have shoulder mobility issues. So we were always doing mobility work, trap 3 presses, face pulls. We wanna be able to clearly, we always talk about when you press, we're not pressing here, we wanna press here. And that shoulder, and again, that shoulder immobility is what's creating issues on something like the behind the neck press. The behind the neck press actually stimulates the 3 heads of your deltoid greater than any other pressing exercise. Something like a dumbbell press is gonna be more anterior delts. But the problem is we get so much anterior delts from bench pressing and all the other kind of chest presses we do that we don't need to go tacking on a bunch more of just anterior dominant pressing exercises. So something like behind the neck press is actually gonna stimulate the different heads of the deltoid. Much, much, much greater activation of all 3 heads with behind the neck. So that's why I want people being able to do it. Now, if you can't, let's work on shoulder mobility first, but we need to max out, if you can, behind the neck. It is a safe thing. I don't need people saying, impingements, impinge. No, I don't need that.
I like that voice.
It's definitely not as important as those other two. If you can't do behind the neck press, do military press standing. If you can, go 90 degrees, go 90 degrees. Again, I want you guys, if you're doing behind the neck press and ever feel anything, like a shoulder impingement that you've had that because of your lack of mobility is not allowing you to do behind the neck, stop. I'm not telling you guys to just, push through the pain. But again, behind the neck press, a lot of old school bodybuilders would do it. And I think it's a very, very good shoulder exercise. The reason we're maxing out on it is because we do a lot of it on the program. So we do a lot of mobility work. So really try, I guess, to fix any shoulder problems you have. See somebody, mobility work, mobility work, mobility work. The key on this, on a standing one, I'm pretending someone's punching me in the stomach and then I'm gonna start. You notice elbows between my ears? 185 on there. Wrapping my head around this, wrapping my head around. We got a lot of work to do, but I don't know. For some reason, I'm optimistic because for the first time in a while, I'm doing actual strength progression. I can't remember the last time. It's always been about the body, the physical, what you see. Oh, I want to get shredded, I want to get shredded. We got to do this kind of work before you worry about getting lean. That'll come. Worry about doing things the right way. The diet we can change up, but when you've been dieting, you're always trying to stay, certain lean. Like my ideal program in the next, I weighed what did I weigh today? 215? Mm-hmm. I would weigh in 12 months, 218 to 219 with lower body fat and just a better all-around movement, strength, name of the game. The only reason I'm able to smile right now after that showing, 355 on the bench, 19 straight pull-ups, and 185 standing behind the neck press. Those aren't good numbers. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy about those. I have arms now. So on our testing week, that was our peas and carrots. Now this is the applesauce. We're gonna get going on the applesauce, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I know where I'm now this week. This week is all about painting this picture of where I need to get better, what I need to improve on. I know I need to improve on strength. I know I need to improve on mobility, the back, making sure I'm staying preventing injuries. Endurance-wise, gotta get better for the triathlon. And I'm hoping what this does is allows me again to focus on performance goals. The body will take care of itself, how you look. If you're eating right, you're training right. The body has a way of focusing on that. When you focus solely on looks, you can kind of become all consumed by that, and it almost becomes harder. But by focusing on something else and working hard towards something else, it'll indirectly take care of the actual image, the aesthetic side of things. So it's the gun show right now. It's the arm day. We're not gonna film this because I put it in my last video. I'm gonna go buy a notebook tonight, record my weight, 215. I'm gonna record all of my maxes, even though they're in the Big and Lean app. So the Big program or the Lean program, the app, you can record all your stuff in there. We have diets in there. I'll be following, it'll be carb cycling, kind of. It'll be Monday through Friday the same, and then on the week I'm gonna up my carbs. So it's not really carb cycling, it's like one high day a week. 320 grams carbs for me, 220 grams protein minimum, 220 to 230, and then 100 grams fats. And then I'll probably include one cheat meal or refeed day a week. And then we'll go from there. Once I see, okay, I'm maintaining, I might bump it up a little bit over the next 12 weeks, just to make sure I'm able to have enough calories that I'm not gonna be at a deficit. I wanna be just a slight surplus, and I'm talking 100 to 200 calorie surplus a day. And I know that's gonna be pretty hard. It's gonna happen so slow that in 12 weeks, 3 months, I only wanna gain about 3 pounds. So I think that is the detail that people oftentimes don't wanna do. It's either bulking or cutting. It's that in between where the most progress. I don't wanna gain a bunch of fat. I wanna try to lean up a little bit and do that because you know, my lifting has been so sporadic. Back on a plan, training. If you guys want, check out stevecookehealth.com. Big program. You guys will be seeing the stuff I'm doing over the course of the next 12 weeks. If you want to wait and see how my numbers progress, I understand. You can still sign up for it though. Program launches, last day to sign up is going to be, I think, the 23rd. No, 23rd or 24th. Your guys' max week will be the week after that. So next Monday.